We have some new faces, as you can tell here. We have a queen that I have been wanting to interview the moment I got a chance to meet her. She's a phenomenal human being. She's a phenomenal boxer. Please help me welcome in, as you can see the name, Miss Trigga Trish, everybody. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
me.
you. Thank you so much for having me. It's my first interview ever, so I'm excited.
I was going to say,
Besides press conference type of questions, just like an actual one-on-one with the podcast and stuff, is my first one.
well, I was going to tell you because when you told me that this was your first ever interview, I was like, first of all, you have nothing to be nervous about because you know me since we talked. I come in peace,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, finally.
Not finally, right? I mean, we've been talking about it since last year.
Yeah.
Cheesy, cheesy joke. But
Hey, we're here
before
now.
exactly. So before we do get started, how have things been going for you, by the way?
Things have been going good. Like boxing wise, it's kind of like I'm in recovery. I did have to get knee surgery, and back in August, my knee I had an MPFL repair, so I hurt my knee in jujitsu like a couple years ago, and I finally got it fixed after a bunch of back and forth with doctors figuring out what it was. And I was still boxing on it, which I really shouldn't have been, but the doctors didn't really know like what was going on. So that was a lot of my issues I was having in boxing, where all it was a lot because of my knee. So right now I should be cleared to come back more full time boxing in February. It's on track. So I'm ahead. I'm excited. Fingers crossed. It feels so much better. Like just like moving around, doing pads. Like I can do light stuff. I can't spar yet, but like predictable movements, like where I know I'm gonna pivot and step and have control, I can do. So just that alone, like it's the power difference for me being able to sit into my punches more is crazy. Like I already know I've been told I hit pretty hard for me, I guess. So I'm excited to actually throw some punches on people now that my knee's pretty locked in.
Well, I feel bad for anybody that you're pretty much going to be fighting in February. So, for anybody who will be fighting against you, yeah, I wish
Excited.
them
I'm
the
excited.
best of luck. But of course, we all get inspired by what we do best. Me when it comes to interviewing, you when it comes to boxing. So, what inspired you to start boxing?
I mean, growing up, my dad wanted boys, but he ended up, having two girls that he raised as little tomboys and always taught us to like not to how to defend ourselves. We didn't get put into an exact like martial art, but he would hold pads for my sister and I. Like he'd show us wrestling. He's a police officer on the SWAT team and stuff, so he did like aikido and other martial arts. He boxed when he was younger as well, so he showed us a lot of stuff growing up, and I kind of like lit a fire under my butt. I never pursued it when I was younger because I did play like soccer, hockey, and lacrosse, so I played a lot of sports to begin with, and then I joined the Marines, and that was just another like a little rough around the edges type of thing where like we like violence. So we did a lot of like it's called McMap. It's like Marine Corps martial arts, and I really loved it. Like I got good at it, got into it, got all the way up to my brown belt. Got out, and being getting transitioning from veteran back to like they call it your civilian life was pretty rough transition for anyone that's like been through it, and if you haven't, like it's a lot to kind of adjust back to. So, and then someone really close to me like passed away from suicide, and I needed something. Like I needed something. I wasn't playing soccer. I was like into lifting. Really, I was just like kind of like powerlifting, like strength training. I wasn't really doing any type of sports. And I saw in my gym there was someone holding pads, like one of the PT trainers. I was like, oh, they do boxing here? Like, I was like, kind of like put a little light bulb in my head. I was like, oh, that'd be cool to try. And they were doing a raffle. So you put in for the raffle. And if you win, you win three PT sessions of your choice. So I won the raffle, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to do boxing, the boxing PT sessions. And I did three one-on-one like pad sessions, and it was fucking over. Like that was all it took. The coach at the time, my first boxing coach, told me like I was super athletic, like naturally, like I was picking up on it fast. Like I should really consider like actually like going to a legit boxing gym, and that was it from there. Pretty much, I started off like wanting to do like Muay Thai type of things, but I just boxing for whatever reason just kind of stuck with me. And I tried to get into jujitsu, did that, was a white belt for about 6 months until I hurt my knee, and then I kind of stopped, put that on the back burner because I can't fall on my knee again because that's how I hurt it. I like on doing like a takedown or something, I smashed my knee on the ground and it kind of then my kneecap went out of place, and that's what I had to get fixed. So I kind of was like, maybe I'm too old to be starting fucking jujitsu at like 28 years old right now and do both. But right now it's just boxing. Eventually, I do want to go back once I get more confident and comfortable with my knee being recovered. But I'm not worried about that. Well, go back to that a different time. Right now, it's just about the boxing. So, but yeah, that's how it all started. That was like 3 years ago, I'd say 3 or 4 years ago now.
Wow. And of course, I mean, talk about that though. I mean, the moment you finally got your to debut was actually at Rough and Rowdy, out of all places.
Yeah.
So, talk about what was going through your mindset before you actually made your first official debut as far as the boxing scene.
The rough and rowdy. So that fight, what came out of kind of last minute. It was like a 10-day notice. I was already planning for my first like USA boxing fight that was going to be happening like a month after that. So I was already trying to cut weight for that, like down to 125. And they rough and rowdy hit me up like 9 days before the freaking thing. Like, it's like a typical, like that's how it is sometimes. That's my boyfriend, who's also my coach, is like, that's boxing for you. Like, welcome to fighting. That's gonna happen. So, and they were doing it in Providence, which is where I live over here. So I'm like at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. It's a huge freaking venue. It's like where they play the hockey, they have the hockey games and stuff there and all the concerts. So I was like, yeah, like this is my chance to like get my name out there. My family can see me fight, my friends and all that. So I said yes. It was with a girl that was 140, 5'11". I'm like, I'm cutting down to 125. I'm like, you know what? Whatever, dude. Like if I get beat up, I get beat up. Like I'm not going in. My coach wouldn't put me in there if I wasn't ready. Like so, we went in there, and yeah, it was very very nerve wracking for a first fight. It was like thousands of people there. The whole walkout was a huge thing. Like it was crazy, but it was a definitely good experience. I'm glad I got that out of the way for my first fight. And the 1 minute rounds on Rough and Rowdy is what kind of threw me off there because I have more of like a pro style. Like I don't really have like an amateur big background because I'm pretty like I've never had any fights before. So with me training with my coach, he's an MMA guy, so he's teaching me more pro style boxing. So that's kind of was hard to kind of put into the 1 minute rounds. It didn't start clicking for me till like after I got punched a bunch in the first round. I was like, oh shit, I gotta like throw more rather than try and figure the girl out. So but it was good. It was a close fight. So the opponent was awesome. So that always helps. So
Well, I definitely shout out to your opponent as well, because when it comes to boxing, I mean, you can't go in there and expect to know everything, especially
yeah.
without the proper training. And speaking of training, of course, you train at Uppercuts Boxing. I mean, talk about how much they've helped you ever since you joined them, and what's the atmosphere like when you go down there and train?
Uppercuts is freaking, they're awesome. All the people there, all the coaches, not just like the coaches, but the actual people, the other girls in there, very supportive. The other fighters, very supportive. They welcome in, they let you be vulnerable. There are times where I go in there, like you're nervous when you're new. Like I still get nervous sparring sometimes because everyone's watching, but they let you feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable without feeling embarrassed and stuff. There's a couple times where I just had some bad days, like, up in here, and that's not good to go into the ring when you're kind of like trying to figure stuff out. I was just had a bad sparring day. Like, I was a wreck. Like, I was crying, snots were coming out of my face, like, and felt like everyone was gonna, nope, they let me continue. My coach was like, you need to learn how to, like, not only is it boxing, you have to fight your opponent, but you also have to fight yourself. That's like another thing in boxing. A lot of people like from the outside in don't know. If you know, you know. Like, but that's another battle. Like you have to reach that limit and know where it is. You have to start fighting your own mind. So they let you kind of work to that point, and if they feel like they can have to stop it, they'll stop it. That's why you have to trust the coaches that you're with to keep you safe, and trust the people that you spar with as well, but they're awesome. The people, everyone there is great.
Well, of course, shout out to Uppercuts, because it seems like they've been helping you transition to an amazing boxer that you are. Because what, I believe that everybody should give Uppercuts a shot. If you're from the area, please
Oh,
go give them a
100%. Yeah.
try. I mean, if you're new and that you feel like that you're just like you don't know where to go to, guess what? Uppercuts got you. I mean,
Yep.
take it from Miss Trish over here. I mean, I'm sure she can vouch for me when I say this. If you're new, please don't be afraid to open up because
Yep.
if you're not being loved by your own family, and I've said this in multiple interviews, if you're not being loved by your own family, guess what? If you walk into the gym, they'll treat you like they're your own family.
Yep. 100%. 100%.
And of course, another thing too is that, and this is something that fans don't understand. It's like they understand, of course, the mental aspects, but of course, people don't understand that sometimes training could be the most difficult at times. So, from your perspective, what has been the hardest part about training?
Just not being hard on yourself, like accepting that you're gonna do have bad days. You're not in sparring isn't a win or lose type of thing. You're supposed to learn. You're supposed to mess up in sparring. Like if you don't have bad sparring days, what are you learning? Like you're not gonna learn. You have to try new things, see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you. How are you gonna find out your style? How are you gonna find out the things that you're good at or the things that you need to work on? So but it's hard to it's easy for me to say that, but when you're getting beat up and you feel like, or you're having just a bad day hitting pads and or you don't feel strong, you don't feel like your shots, you feel slow. But there are days that I come out and I'm like freaking so good, and then next day I'm like flat footed. So it's very, you have to very like not be hard on yourself, not talk down on yourself. It's just part of the fucking game, part of the process. It's all that matters is what happens on fight night. Get all the stuff out now. Yeah, that's what training's for, to figure out what you need to tweak and so you don't make those mistakes during your fight.
I definitely agree. And before I do get to my next question, if you guys have not got a chance to follow Miss Trish on Instagram, please feel free to do so at Trigger_Trish. If you're following the Fighting Queens,
Thank
guess
you.
what? We tagged her on there, so please let's get her up to 8K. Let's get her up to 9K because
Oh, yes,
let me
thank you.
I see you have your cat trying to get into the camera
Yeah,
camera
he's
shot.
he's a menace right now. Oh my god, after he eats, he gets like the zoomies and I'm like, figures right now out of all times.
Oh, not the zoomies, not the
Yep.
zoomies. But of course, this is definitely my next favorite question because a lot of times people focus on as far as the physical aspects of fighting. People see what you girls do in and outside of the ring, but people don't understand the mental aspects. So my question to you is, how much has sport helped you out mentally?
It saved me, to be completely honest. Like I was freaking lost. Like I needed something to be disciplined and something to be a goal to look forward to. So just seeing the slight improvements in boxing really helped my mental, helped me channel something, it helped me build confidence in myself. Just being able to do these things, little things like social, even the social aspect, like talking like in interviews like this, like that's the worst part for me about fight week, to be completely honest, is having to go in front of cameras and talk in front of people and talk about myself. I don't really like talking about myself. Like, I don't know. It's just, but I'll do it because that's what you got to do. You have to. But that's probably the hardest part for me. So even getting that little boost of confidence, being able to speak and speak to people and get comfortable in front of cameras. Because if I'm going to be doing like the influencer social media fighting, that's what is it, like 90% of it is up until the fight. Like it's all the build up for the fight, so I have to be comfortable doing that. I'm not really much of a shit talker or one of those like type of dramatics or antics and stuff, but I get it's part of the role and I'll do what I got to do. But boxing helped me with just everyday stuff. So just being able to speak to people and being confident in how I carry myself. Um, also get it's helps me, it's mentally helps me with the punching shit. Like I don't know how else to put it, like taking your shit out on a pad or in sparring, or I like to spar with my boyfriend. That's the best like release. Like being able to hit him, what that's legally allowed. But it's good, it's good all around. It's helped my mental health a lot for sure.
I really love that because you know what, if there's one thing I can say is that you talked about it at press conference before you fight. It's like yeah, you're having to stand up on a podium to talk. I mean, because I do admire the fact that you're not a shit talker because I've seen a lot of those, and trust me, it's like if there is mutual respect, then it's gonna be
Yeah,
great. But I mean, that's what also makes you be a better fighter is because you're showing your opponent that you have respect for them. But then if you're, say, for instance, like being Conor McGregor by throwing a water bottle or just
yeah,
talking so much, it's like, yeah, what type of respect are you not only showing for your opponent but also for yourself too?
yeah,
And
100%.
I've also believed that, and this is something that I've always talked to you about, is like, if we're gonna make this interview, I want to make sure that you're comfortable as best as you possibly can,
Appreciate that. Yeah,
because you definitely don't want to go to some random interview and they're just hitting you with the hardest questions, make you feel
yeah.
uncomfortable,
And
and
you're like,
that
I don't know.
it's like,
Yeah,
I don't know what to do with my hands.
yeah,
Next question. But no, but my point is though, is like when you see people like me trying to make sure that they have your respect, first of all, to even have this interview in the first place, that's when you know that they're gonna make sure that you're comfortable, to make sure that you feel safe to talk about however you want to talk. Because most of the time it takes a lot of guts to be able to open up with how you feel.
yeah,
It takes a lot
100%.
of guts. And for anybody that's struggling, as far as depression, anxiety, I mean, I myself struggle with depression, anxiety. I will preach on this. It's okay to not be okay. It's
Yep.
okay to break down every once in a while. I mean, Trish and myself, we struggle. We're with you.
Yeah.
We are with
Yep.
you.
100%.
And
But we get through it. That's all that matters.
when
It's
you have
okay. It's okay to struggle. That's part of it. Nothing's perfect. As long as you see the next day.
exactly, I mean, it's just we're all one big family. We're all one big dysfunctional family, and
That's another thing why I see some of these women like how they are towards other women in the fight community. Like we're already a small percentage of fighting. Like women fighters are don't we're in a man's world. Like one is not like to say it or not. Like we're in a man's sport at the end of the day, and
yeah.
we need to be there for each other. Like we can go punch each other in the face. You don't have to be my best friend. I'm not gonna sit here and hee hee ha ha with you. We can be serious and professional. We can do a little back and forth, but nothing like I see some of the craziest shit. Like people making whole videos and memes and like going back and forth on Twitter, calling each other fat. Like what the hell? We're supposed to like there's this much of us in the freaking fight community. Like what are you doing? Like we're supposed to have each other's backs against these other like we get enough shit from guys as it is. Like I see the comments. Do I like to look at the comments on stuff? No, but sometimes you can't help it. Oh my god. Sorry. I have a hairless cat.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I know you were not expecting that.
It's just the straight face that your cat makes is like, hey, what are we talking about?
He just
Oh
clawed the
my
shit
god.
out of me, you little shit. But that's another thing. Just that drives me absolutely freaking crazy. I can't stand that. Like we have to be there for each other, and no, these guys are gonna have your back half the time. So I know I'm gonna have another woman's back majority of the time if I see some shit going down or whatever the case may be. But aside of it's just a respect thing, like you said.
And speaking of respect, I mean, there is one person that I definitely want to get a chance to talk to you about, and a coincidence that this month makes it 2 years since you girls have fought. I'm talking about Miss Kristen Makabe, aka Kristen Cage.
Oh, she's a queen. I love
Yes,
her.
yes. I mean, I gotta pull this up, and if she watches this, we both love you, by the way. For anybody who doesn't know, you got a chance to fight Kristen at Creative Fight League's Wanted Dead or Alive. Now, before you guys fought, it was like there's like a lot of respect for each other just before the
Oh
fight.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, talk to me
And
about
look
that
how the
fight.
fight was. The fight was so good. Like you don't need to have all that shit talking for it to be a good fight.
I definitely agree, but of course, talk to me about that fight with her, and of course, talk about the respect that you have after the fight.
So before the fight, during the press conference, I had to do not a major weight cut, but I have really bad like chronic migraine disorder. So I think for me going into the sauna made me get such a migraine. Like I literally was on the floor in the bathroom, like in the dark, throwing up. And, like my head, it was so bad. I had to miss a press conference. My coach had to go down there, and she was probably a little bit bummed out, and I felt bad. But I went and saw her the day of fight day. The next day, she was in the lobby, and I was like, I'm gonna go say like introduce myself. Like I felt so bad. I missed the freaking like. I'm not a flaker. So like that it was that but I was that sick. Like I could not do it. Like I didn't even care like at the time because it was that bad. But the next day I went up to her, introduced myself. We freaking hugged. She gave me a hug. She was like, "Nice to meet you." And I was like, I apologize for missing. Like I'm so sorry. Like I know you really like we didn't get our face off pick like before the fight and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm sorry I missed it. Like, I just really wanted to be ready for the fight because I don't want to be sick and like not be able to fight or whatever. And I was like, I want to be able to go punch each other. And their coaches started laughing, and that was it. We didn't really say much else to each other until the fight, and everything was pretty respectful. Like, we'd walk past each other in the back, and we took our little pregnancy test together, making jokes, and then we went out there and fight. The fight was good. No dirty fighting. She's a little firecracker. She scared me a little bit with some of her grunting noises. I was like, oh God, what is? She's a little freaking maniac. This girl. But it was a good fight, and at the end we hugged it out. She obviously no one likes to lose. I'm not sitting there like tooting my own horn for winning, but I went over and I talked to her, and I was like, "You still fought your ass off. Like there's nothing." She was upset, like as I would be too, as I was my last fight that I lost. Talked to her. Just I was like, "You did good. Like you were. It's not like you didn't fight good, dude. Like you still should be proud of yourself, and you still went out there, punched, gave me some good shots. Like you ate some good shots too. Like you didn't quit." So you should be still proud of yourself. But it's easier, like I said, to say that thing than be in it in the moment. And we've been ever since then. We've been friends. We talk on Instagram all the time. We freaking like each other's stuff. So not only did my friend just turn into like a good, my opponent could turn into a good friend at the end of it.
And there's one thing I'm going to show to the viewer that's watching this, and of course, if this doesn't show how far both of you ladies are going to go as far as winning, I don't know what is, because this is one of the shots. Oh my gosh, you two laid it out, and if you think about this though, I mean, this fight
I
definitely
like
did.
posting myself getting punched too. Like a lot of boxers only put clips of them doing it. Like it's a fight. I ain't Floyd Mayweather, man. I'm gonna get punched. Like I gotta show that part too. Like, yeah, I won, but she still hit me. I like to post stuff like that. I don't like to just post the good.
I mean, like, but I definitely do say this. I love the fact that you're not afraid to show the fact. Oh, like, hey, I can get punched too. But I feel like that after this fight, it definitely set a fire in her, because ever since then,
Yeah,
she has gone to doing incredible things for herself. And of course,
100%. Her last fight was so good.
oh my gosh, like, but by the way, shout out to Kristen, by the way. She definitely
Yeah.
deserves enough respect. And she's obviously one of my favorite human beings. Of course, your favorite human beings as well. And with
Oh
that
yeah.
being and with that being the case, I mean, it definitely has me wonder. I mean, you have fought great opponents, and I'm not saying this. This question is like a call out question, but is there anyone that you would love to get a chance to fight this year?
Uh, yes, there is somebody that I do have in mind. Darren Harris. She fought Carla Jade and my last opponent on Brand Risk.
Well, that will definitely be clipped for sure, because it seems like anybody that has went on over to what is it called, that where Darren and Taylor Swift went to? You know what promotion I'm talking about? Oh my gosh, crap,
Misfits?
Misfits, yes, Misfits,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It seems like anybody that has gone through Misfits, I'm talking Darren, Taylor
yeah.
Sterling, anybody that's got a chance to fight Carla, seems like that when they had to fight one, it goes to the judges. Like, have you kind of noticed that?
Yeah, I've noticed it. I'll keep my comments to myself on that because I know how she is online, so I don't really want to get it. But if you know, you know. That's all I got to say. If you know, you know. And I have definitely noticed it, and I feel like Jenny Savage needs to get in there and give her an ass whooping for sure.
I feel like, well, considering the fact that I posted about what happened afterwards between her, Carla and Pearl Gonzalez, let's just say
Oh
I had
yeah,
I had a lot of DMs telling me like, "Oh, I want to go fight
Oh,
her." Yeah,
wow.
I've had some DMs, but as far as Darwin, that would be such a great fight between you two.
I agree, and it's not like I have nothing really against her. Though the only reason why I want to fight her is because she commented on when Jimena and I fought on Brand Risk. She commented on the post Brand Risk posted and said that she would destroy us both. And so she got to fight Jimena. And during Jimena's press conference, she was like, "Oh, you only fight bums. You only fight bums. This and that." Okay, so what does that make you? You just lost to Jimena. So let's have Battle of the Bums now. Let's see who's the bigger bum if that's how you want to play. So that's really it. I have no other beef like towards her. I've heard some things about her, how she was, her behavior during the brand risk promotion, but that's neither there near or there. I wasn't involved in that, but that has nothing to do with me. But still, not again with this. It comes down to the respect thing. The respect thing, especially towards other women. So I'd love to get in there with her. I feel like our styles kind of similar. Um, she lost to Jimena. I lost to Jimena. I don't think why it wouldn't be a good fight, a good matchup.
The best way I can possibly say is like, since we're seeing the thumbs doing all the talking, why don't we just let our fists do the talking?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Which I don't know if she'll wanna because she's been on Misfits, and this was before she even got on Misfits. This is what she commented. This is before. I'm not trying to call her out to try to get Misfits to notice or this, that, and the
Yeah,
third. Like this is before that even happened. So,
yeah.
and
Like I
then
said
after
before,
her Misfits fight, after that she came on Brand Risk, and that's when she lost to Jimena too.
and like I said before, this ain't no calling out video, but I mean the fact that
No,
you actually
100%.
have
Yeah,
the fact that you actually have someone that you would love to get a chance to fight this year, mine would be
yeah,
Darren Harris. So that would definitely be a great fight. And
yeah.
also,
I agree.
I mean, considering the fact that you said two similar styles, but let's just see who can be the best out of both of you.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, nothing too is that even though influential boxing has become a thing, it still means that you're a part of the sport. So my question to you is, how much does it mean to you the fact that you're part of a sport that we're seeing women headlining, main eventing all these big events going on? I mean, think about it this weekend. I mean, we're seeing Holly Holm return. We're seeing
Yeah.
all these events happening. If you remember last year, there was a all women's event at Madison Square Garden sold out too.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's awesome. I'm glad it's finally getting that we're getting the credibility that we deserve. All the work the women over the years and history of women's boxing have been working for is finally it's finally coming. It's finally here, and I'm glad to be a part of it when it's starting to get at its peak and starting to get big. Big thing about like myself is wanting to be a good influence for and role model for younger women boxers, like little girls. I want to be one a little girl looks up to and wants to be just like I have to act like that. Like I want to be the version of what 12-year-old me would think is so freaking cool. And I want to be the proper example. That's why it's big on the respecting, big on professionalism, big on what I post, big on what I say, because I just want to be one of those women that little girls can look up to and be like, come to me with stuff and I can push and tell them they can do it. Like the biggest enemy is yourself. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do anything, especially because you're a woman. That should light a fire under your butt. But at the end of the day, it's you. It's you you have to battle. It's you yourself that's telling yourself you can't do these things.
And of course, another thing too is that since we are now officially in the year of 2026, which means that we have sort of our New Year's resolution. So, is there any sort of resolution that you have for the year of 2026?
Mm, let's see. Resolutions. I would say I have goals more than like just like a resolution. Definitely want to be get a few wins under my belt, and I also goal is I want to fight for a belt. That'd be amazing. Whether don't know. No, I don't have a specific thing in mind,
Promotion.
but that'd be amazing for a title of some sort. Try and fight locally. Get back on like just to get back to the grind of it all. Like being kind of like I call it landlocked right now is what I feel. I'm kind of stuck in just doing my PT regimen, and I'm not even cleared to run yet. So it's like, ugh. But I'm like there. I'm like this close because I can feel like my knees so good, doesn't hurt anymore. But I have to like listen to the doctor, and like the second I push myself a little too much, I don't want to screw it up or anything. So definitely fight more. Be on social. I want to say be on social media more, but post more about my boxing.
Yeah.
So not really posting like nonsense, whatever kind of stuff, but post more about my training, my fight camps, my diet during fight camp, stuff like that, like little like gym vlogs and stuff. I'm just really bad at like I don't like pulling out a camera like in the middle of my training, but that's something I heard like talking to other people that do it that you get kind of over pretty quickly once you start doing it. It's just you got to go out there and do it. I brought a little tripod thing off TikTok that's like a compact one, so I'm not lugging like being extra lugging like a big thing around. So just posting more of my training, really being more vulnerable on like how it's really done. No edits, just hard work, sweat, blood, tears, whatever it may be. But definitely being more present on that aspect for sure.
Well, I mean, there's one thing I can say is that just your presence alone is already making social media great because you're here, by the way. And
Thank you.
before I do get to my final question, if there's one thing I can say about you is that from the moment I met you after that fight with Kristen, is that you have been working your tail off, you've been working your ass off to make it to where you are, and the fact I get me like I call myself a jester for women all the time because like you're the
Yeah.
queens, and here I am. I'm just the jester. But the fact that I get a chance to show my support to you, it means a lot because you definitely deserve a platform to feel like that all the hard work and dedication you put into is worth something. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the boxing fans out there, and it definitely means a lot to those that you got a chance to fight as far as the promotions or get a chance to fight against really tough opponents too.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate, and you're not a jester. You're a king too. You support us. You hold it down over there, and I really appreciate you giving women that respect and highlighting all the good we're doing.
Definitely a lot of good. And of course, once again, guys, go follow her at sugar_Trish. If you're not following her, then go follow me at the Fighting Queens because we're here to show our support to the women. We're here to get a chance to show our support to the women of all combat sports, and that's something that I'm very excited about for Trish because what I understand that with the knee injury things have been rough, but I do believe for you the best is yet to come, my friend.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm excited. I get goosebumps just talking, thinking about it. I'm
Before
ready
I
to
do
get back in there.
hey, if you like rock music, there's one song I need you to look up. If you
I
ever heard,
do. I do like rock music. I might know what it is.
you ever heard of Papa Roach?
Yes, I have.
You ever heard of the song Born for Greatness?
Yep, I have. Yep. That's a good one.
I was waiting for you to ask me as far as like what was I listening to before we started the interview. I was like, yeah, it's Sleep Token. I'm a very big Sleep Token nerd.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I was listening to Caramel, and then once when you joined, I was listening to Alkaline.
Okay. Yep. I don't listen to too much of them, but I do know. I have heard a couple songs.
There's some.
I'll definitely have to check those songs out then.
If you, oh yeah, Alkaline is definitely really good. Of course,
Yeah.
I can go on and on and on, but yeah,
Yeah,
that would
right?
be.
It'd be a whole nother interview right there.
But before we do get to my final question, though,
Yep.
I mean, if there's one thing that I would love from you, if you see this wall of autographs I have, I would love to have your autograph for it to be on this wall if you're down.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down. Send me your mailing address.
I'll definitely do that, and I'll even frame it too because I above where I have my iPad at, I have two sets of gloves that are autographed. I have, of course, a wall full of them. It would definitely
Oh,
be nice to
awesome.
be a part of that wall.
Yeah, 100% I will be. I love
Now,
that.
now, of course, we got to get ready for the final question. A lot of people say it's the most trickiest questions. So my question is, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
I like that confidence, girl. Ooh, ready to get back in the ring? Said I'm all confident here. There we go. Nah, but in all seriousness, no. at the end of the day, we all want to be recognized for something that we are known for. Me, I just want to be recognized as that one cheesy interviewer, giving women like yourself the platform that you deserve. But you, as a, and I hate the word influential, but I'm gonna say, as
Yeah,
you as a
it is.
boxer,
Yeah.
you want to be recognized for something different. So, what's something you want to be recognized for during your time in boxing?
During boxing, I'm gonna be recognized for just not quitting. Like I could be getting my ass whooped, and you could be like, "This girl is not stopping." Like I will go to that final fucking bell, blood, sweat, tears. I'm not gonna stop. Whether, like I said, losing, winning, whatever the case may be, you're never gonna, because you never know in a fight what can happen. The moment you let your guard down, you think you're winning too much, and or not winning, what you're like beating your opponent. All it takes is one punch to change a whole fight. So the second, and a lot of it is not giving up on myself. I would say that's the biggest part, pushing myself to the limit. Because, like I said earlier, it's not just about the fight with your opponent; it's about the fight with yourself. And the second you stop fighting your opponent, you're losing the fight mentally too. So I just want to be known as someone that with that big heart that's not going to stop no matter what. Because I'm there for me at the end of the day. I ain't there for anybody else. So that's really it. Be a good
You know,
example to young fighters and little girls that have an interest in the sport as well.
You know what they say. I mean, combat sports is the loneliest sport in the world. So yeah, you got to show why you are here in the first place. And
Yeah,
I definitely do believe that you're going to be doing some great things. If you're clear by February, if Darren does want to fight, I mean, for your first fight back, that would definitely be great. But
that would
regardless,
be crazy. That'd be crazy.
oh my, I bet you if she'll
I
say
would
that.
say probably for spring around it would be a good time frame just so I can like I'm not jumping right back into fight camp right after my knee like recovery or whatever. Cause I haven't sparred since before my fight with Jimena in April. Like it's been that long. So
Jeez.
yeah.
I can imagine by the time you get to sparring, it's like, yes, I'm getting hit again.
Yeah. Literally, I've never wanted to be punched so bad before.
It's like punch me, please don't give me a body shot.
Literally,
Punch
please, like, literally, like a psycho. Like, hit me,
it's like hit me. I
please.
told you I'm
I
cheesy.
need to feel something again. Like, literally, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be a fucking psycho in there. My coach is gonna be like, "Calm the hell down." I'm like, "Just give me a couple rounds. I'll gas out because I'm fucking haven't sparred in a while, but I'll get it back." That's
No,
just how it is. Muscle memory. You get it back. Give me a couple weeks, few weeks of sparring, and I'll be good.
no, you'll end up looking like a retail employer on two energy drinks, hyped up as. It's like your coach will be looking at you like, Trish,
Literally.
are you okay? She goes, yes, touch
Yeah,
me.
I am. This is bottled up for months and months now. It's all coming out.
I can just see it now. Like, do you know how long I've been waiting for this? Just let's go. I got my
Yeah,
gloves
just
on.
let
Let's
me
go.
go. Let me go. I know. I'll probably spar with my boyfriend first, just so that's gonna be on him.
R.I.P. to your boyfriend. R.I.P. to
Yeah,
your boyfriend.
yeah, right. He likes it though. I love sparring with him. It's good because I trust him. He drops me with body shots, but he's nice. He doesn't knock me out, so
I
I'll
mean,
take it.
at least he tries to be gentle with his body shots. At least he don't go too
No,
much so way you won't hurt.
no, not with the
Uh,
body shots. The body shots fair game, which it's good because I need to know how to take it in a fight. Like so, It's helped actually helped me. So, but when it comes to like the head, he's like, "Did I hit you too hard?" I'm like, "No, babe, you're good. Like, don't worry. I'm not afraid to tell you. Trust me. I have no reason to not to hide it."
it's like you can't fake it because there's no such thing as faking the pain once we
No,
actually
no,
hit
not when
there.
it
Oh
comes to
my
getting hit. Yeah.
man, but get ready for Cheesy Jake because for having you on here for us to have such a great time. I gotta say, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I should
Well,
have told you
thank
I'm very
you. This
cheesy.
was fun. This was a good first interview. Like, how's anything gonna beat this one? It's probably not, but it's
I
okay.
mean,
We'll have to. I'll get a couple fights, and we'll have to interview again for sure.
because no offense to anybody that does interviews, it's like everybody wants to be serious, but me, I just like to be cheesy and somewhat serious at the same time.
Yeah,
It's like
you got to have a good balance.
you gotta have a little,
Yeah, 100%. If not, it's just boring.
it's like I can't stand watching like serious interview. Like, okay, like how long have you been fighting? And
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, trust me, I hear Chris do them all the time. Like I'm like at the door, like listening to because he does a lot of like the MMA podcast interviews and stuff. So I hear him all the time. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
see, I feel like when it comes to like my interviews, it's like yes, I stutter, but I hope it doesn't get like recognized for that. But at the same
Oh
time,
no.
it's like with me, it's like, and what's kind of coincidence, this year will make it 5 years since I've actually been doing this. By the way,
Oh my God, that's awesome!
5 years,
Congratulations.
5 years since I've been doing this, doing interviews, and can't ask for a great way to start the year off by having you. Which, by the way, I didn't even know that I was your first interview until you told me
Yeah.
earlier. Because I was at work and I was like, I'm our first interview.
Yep. Yep. Got that off the list.
Check.
Yep.
Well, at least we can look back on this, and of course, I definitely will have some clips from this interview, and they will be posted too. So,
Okay.
guys,
Yeah.
keep your eyes out as far as the clips from this interview. It'll probably be either tomorrow, maybe Saturday. But
Okay.
before we do go, I just want to thank you for allowing me to be your first interview. You could have had somebody big, somebody huge, but you go with a patchy bearded caveman like me. So I'm honored, by the way.
Of course. Of course. You've been supporting me, so I'd definitely rather go to somebody that's been showing support.
Hey, I'm not going to stop as far as the support. If anything, the support has just grow more and more and more daily because you and so many others deserve the love. And for that, I definitely want to take my time and appreciate everything that you've been doing for boxing, everything that you've been doing for
Thank
women's
you.
boxing. You're making a tremendous impact just by being here, and I want you to know that daily.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And before we go, do you have any final thoughts or comments you want to say?
Oh my gosh. Darren Harris, you better get ready. I'm back, baby.
Darren Harris, oh boy.
That's it.
I,
That was my call out.
so
That's probably I've never done that before, so it was my
so
first call out too.
is it too late? Is it too early to get the popcorn ready? Because the comments, I have a feeling the comments are going to be insane, and I'm actually going to make some popcorn.
Oh God, I know. What did I just do? I'm just kidding.
I
Hey,
mean,
she started it. That's all I gotta say, and we're gonna finish it in the ring if she's
millions,
down.
millions. I know you've been hosting my interviews, but please clip that. Please clip that, millions. And speaking of millions, and speaking of millions, if you're a interviewer or a fighter looking to get a chance to have your own platform, please feel free to do so. Go and sign up today at millions.co. If you're a fighter, guess what? Amateur or pro, you get interviews like these. But if you're a interviewer and you want to get a chance to do interviews like these, don't be afraid to take that limit. Go and get a chance to reach out to phenomenal athletes like of course Miss Trish here. And of course, it's because of social media that we get a chance to have all these great interviews. So please feel free to do so. Go and subscribe at millions.co and go get yourself a shot to get a chance to do interviews or even create them. And as far as for Trish, please feel free to go follow her once again at trigger_Trish. It'll be collabed. It'll be posted. I mean,
Awesome.
we're gonna get her up to 8K to 9K
Oh
once we
my
hit.
God, yes.
I'm gonna go above and beyond for you. Like
Thank
I'm gonna be that
you.
one hype fan. Like, hey, go follow her. Hey, go follow
Thank
her.
you so much. I appreciate that because the content's coming. It's coming. Once I get back in the gym like that, it's coming.
If things happen between you and Darwin, oh yeah, the content's definitely gonna be coming our way for
Yeah,
sure.
right? For
But
sure.
until then, guys, this was a great time. Feel free to go follow her, and of course myself. I am Jake, not from State Farm because I don't have the khakis. Feel free to follow me at the Fighting Queens, where we show love to queens like her. But until then, for Miss Trish, I'm Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Miss Trish.
Bye. You're welcome.